And we're back.
Alright.
Alright?
Alright.
I'd do the 20 things not to Google, but I'd need to Google them to remember the things I didn't want to Google.
Right, then don't do that.
Human Centipede.
No. I've never seen the film The Human Centipede because I know what it's about and I don't want to know anything more than what I know it's
some
about.
of our fans want to know what it's about.
But
And whether or not it's actually possible. Do you think the Human Centipede is possible?
for a short while, I'm sure, but eventually the human body can't just digest feces alone.
Yes.
It will eventually die. No, I don't want to know anything more about the Human Centipede, Richards.
Anyway, a real doctor has actually gone and analysed the Human Centipede to tell us whether or not it is possible.
Right, now go on. Is it or not?
No.
Good, right, thank you. Moving on.
In the next episode, we will talk about 53 seconds in. But no, I'll give you the reasons why. So the long and the short of it is the Human Centipede is not possible because although the person at the front will be eating all the food, or more likely force-fed the food, because they won't want to take it in because they know the consequences, they won't take the food in. Therefore, when they do eventually take it in and are force-fed it, and then they shit it out, it'll be much against their will. But the person in second place, taking in the poo, is more likely to vomit. And because the seals are airtight, there's nowhere for them to breathe and excrete the poo that's coming out.
How are they breathing, first of all?
Through their nose.
Okay. Well, that's not airtight then. Vomit will come out their nose as well.
But not all the vomit.
Not all the vomit, no, admittedly.
Yeah, so some of it would come out their nose, like it says in the article, which I will post a link for in the bottom, because Twin loves that sort of shit. So anyway, I was going. Right, yeah, so because it's airtight, so they're taking in the poo, they'll then vomit up. And because of the chemicals that are in vomit, which shouldn't be in your lungs, which is mainly acidic,
Funny that.
then start to burn your esophagus and the lungs. So after a short while, you'll then begin to suffocate. So it's not a pretty sight, really. So that's mainly the reasons why the Human Centipede isn't possible.
Good. Glad that's cleared up. Anyway, what else have we got to talk about?
So, another reason why the Human Centipede isn't possible, because you're not swallowing the faeces and you're vomiting it all up, you'll then suffocate. And therefore not putting anything out. So there's no excrement coming out the back of you. So the person behind you, you selfish bastard, isn't getting any nutrition. So they starve to death. And because you're dead, they're now munching on dead arse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that's sorted.
Anyway, I remember seeing that on Facebook. I thought, I'll have a look at that. That sounds quite interesting.
Do you know what surprises me?
That I found it interesting.
No, there's a Human Centipede too. What didn't you cover in the first one that you need to cover in another film?
The first one was only 3 people. The second one was 100 people.
Okay, well, we've already established this and it won't work because the second person will die.
Yep.
So the third one will inevitably die.
Yep.
So what way would 100 improve things in any way?
Because 100 of anything improves everything. Do you know what's even worse? There's a Human Centipede 3.
What?
Yep.
Why?
They did 3 films. Let me just bring it up. Hang on. Yeah, same Madman. Do you know what? I'm morbidly interested in seeing them. Human Centipede. Oh, hang on. Human Centipede. Yeah, Human Centipede 3.
Cool.
Let's find the Wikipedia page because you know everything on Wikipedia is true. Look at that. That's the wallpaper Twin.
Is that a prison?
Well, they wouldn't use same people, would
the
they?
prison inmates. Ah, I see.
Yes. Look at that. That's probably a better picture. Look how many people are in that.
I mean, as a picture, it's pretty weird. Like, pretty. I don't know what it is. It's not cool. It's just interesting.
It's that good. Here are the scores. IMDb, 2.9 out of 10.
Oh well, it's a must-watch.
Rotten Tomatoes, 18%. Metacritic, 5%.
Whoa.
Obsolete Gaming, 10 out of 10. Must watch.
Have you seen it?
No.
You can't critique a film if you've not seen it.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. But it's got people like Tom Six in, who looks like an artificial character.
Who?
Him. Tom Six.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've no idea who he is.
Some twat.
So yeah. Yeah, but she's quite hot. Brie Olsen.
Is she a porn star?
Yes.
The fact I know that is worrying to myself as well as everyone else.
I didn't realise she was a porn star.
I've just heard the name before, I swear.
Oh, well, there you go. She's only 30. She performed in over 280 pornographic films between 2006 and 2011.
280?
Yes.
I tell you what, if you as an actor think you're not getting enough film roles, enter pornography.
Enter porn.
You'll get plenty of roles then.
And she's done that by the time she's 30. That's like over 10 years.
Oh.
That's impressive.
Yeah. What's that? That's like 28 films a year. That's about equivalent of, well, over 2 a month.
Yeah.
That's once a fortnight you create a whole new film. Or basically get fucked for 2 weeks.
I don't know if I could do porn. I'd need to be drunk to do porn. I don't think you can be drunk and do porn at the same time. Because once I'm drunk, that's
I don't know if legally you could do it. I'm sure there's quite tight regulation on it, but I'm sure that if you've met the right director, he wouldn't really care.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if people are ready to see porn of someone who's drunk, who then bangs for a few hours and then falls asleep halfway through. That's pretty much what happens to me when I'm drunk. I can go for a while, and then I'll just end up falling asleep while...
See, I don't think I've really properly had drunk sex before.
I do it all the time.
Because normally I get to a point where I'm asleep long before I get to a position of having sex. I'm like, I go through stages of my drunkenness. My drunk is sober, and then a little bit sort of chilled out, then tired, and then I've got to burn through that stage to get to merry, and then jolly, and then silly, and then ill.
See, that's because you do it the wrong way around.
There's a right way around?
Well, yeah, because you get tired after drunk.
Well, no, I get tired before I'm drunk.
Well, that's what I mean. So if you didn't get tired until the end, you do it the right way around.
Well, that's great, but I can't decide. I can't just make my body not get tired.
See, whereas I'll drink, I'll have my first can, and I'll get confident. I'll have my third can, then I'll get happy. And then I'll get my fifth can, and then I'll be even more confident. And then I'll get my seventh can, and it's like, yeah, I'm pretty numb now. And then on can number 8, we're back in the bedroom, and it's just do what you can, love. Shit ain't happening for me tonight.
You've admitted your weaknesses and just fuck it.
Is it a weakness or is it a strength? She gets multiple orgasms. Nothing happens to me. I fall asleep. I've been drunk and fallen asleep, so I'm happy.
You say multiple orgasms. Are you any use when you're drunk?
It stays hard. What more do you want?
Yeah, fair enough. You're fine then.
Oh, there you go.
She may as well use a dildo, but...
Yeah, but the dildo is attached to me, and that's the thing she loves. Apparently.
Because it's warm.
Yeah.
Just tell her to stick it in a microwave. She'll be fine.
Shh, she might watch this. Tell her
You're
to
welcome. Anytime.
Shh. So I think we've done alright for this episode. We've done 8 minutes on the human centipede. If I can find it.
Ugh.
There you go. Aren't you glad that episode's out of the way, Twin?
Yes, I am. It's not particularly... I just don't like fecal matter. It's not something I'm into.
And yet you have a child.
And that's the worst, one of the worst parts of having a child.
Yeah, but I have a dog and it poos and I clean it up.
That's why I don't have a dog. I don't want to clean up its shit. I'd love a dog for the loyalty and the companionship, but I just don't want to clean up their shit.
You just want a dog that doesn't poo.
Yeah, or make noise.
You want a Kim Jong-il dog. Kim Jong-il didn't poo.
Did he not?
No.
Huh.
North Korean leader didn't poo.
Well, I didn't know that.
Did you not?
No, I did not.
We'll have to do an episode of North Korean... what's the word? Oh, it's propaganda. That's the word.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
It is. It's very interesting.
I did watch a documentary the other day on North Korean people, escapees of North Korea and what their opinion of North Korea is. It was quite interesting.
Oh, see, I watched a documentary the other way around of Americans that escaped North Korea during the Korean War.
When was the Korean War? Like the 60s?
60s, yeah. Not long after. Is it not long after the Vietnam War? No, it's the 50s.
I thought it was
before.
before
The Vietnam War was the 60s because it was the year of love and etc.
What was the 80s? The Falklands.
Cold War. Oh, it was America, Russia.
Well, the Cold War lasted quite some time. I don't think it was just the 80s.
It was until the USSR disbanded.
Does it?
Yeah.
I suppose, yeah.
Yeah.
Why did the USSR disband? We'll find out next episode.
Really?
Yeah, so you're going to research it.
I'm going to research it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll research why the Cold War ended.